He stood beneath the flickering streetlight barefoot, clutching a cracked guitar that looked older than him. People passed by, hurried, distracted, indifferent. Yet his voice, fragile but angelic, floated through the air like a quiet prayer. He sang Hotel California. Slow, haunting, filled with memories he shouldn't have had at his age. Every word carried pain, hope, and something divine. A few strangers stopped, drawn by that unearthly sound. Phones came out. Some wiped tears they didn't expect. By morning, the video had millions of views, titled, "Homeless Boy Sings Like an Angel." Some called it luck. Others called it destiny. But for the boy, it was just another day of singing for someone who wasn't there anymore. In a studio far away, a TV producer replayed the clip in silence. The voice. The emotion. The truth. "Get me that kid," he whispered. Days later, the boy, Eli, stood trembling before 4 judges and a sea of lights. "What's your name, son?" one asked gently. He looked up, eyes glistening. "Eli, I sing for my mom." The hall fell silent as the music began. Something unexplainable filled the air. Not just talent, but truth. And in the farthest corner of the crowd, a rugged man froze mid-breath, whispering, "That's my boy." Eli's fingers trembled on the strings. The first chord rang out, raw, imperfect, real. The melody filled the hall, wrapping everyone in quiet reverence. It wasn't a performance. It was a confession. His young voice carried the ache of years. Each line of Hotel California a memory of nights spent waiting, of stories his mother told to keep him believing. Judges stared, spellbound. This wasn't show business. This was soul business. When the final verse neared, a judge leaned forward, whispering, "Why this song?" Eli paused, voice barely above a breath. "It was my dad's favorite before he left." The audience shifted, and you could feel hearts breaking. "What happened to him?" Another judge asked softly. Eli's lips trembled. He said he had to fix his mistakes. "Mom said he'd come back when he was ready. I just keep singing so he can find me." And then he sang the final line. "You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave." A single tear rolled down his cheek as the last chord faded. The silence that followed was louder than applause. And in that stillness, a man in the back dropped to his knees, clutching an old photograph, a picture of him holding a little boy and a broken guitar. The producer whispered, "Who's that?" The man's voice cracked. "The father he's been singing for." For a moment, time stopped. Then, smash. A judge slammed the golden buzzer. Confetti burst like rain, golden flakes swirling through the air. Eli blinked, stunned, as the audience erupted in cheers, but his eyes weren't on the lights. They were on the man walking slowly down the aisle. Hesitant, trembling, eyes full of regret. "Eli," the man whispered, voice breaking. The boy froze. Everyone turned. Security hesitated, but the host raised a hand. "Let him through." The man stepped into the light. His face was weathered, his clothes rough, his soul heavier than both. Tears streaked his face as he spoke. "I never stopped loving you. I just didn't think I deserved you." Eli's lips quivered. "You left us." "I know," his father whispered. "I thought I was protecting you by staying away. I was wrong." The confetti fell like forgiveness. Eli dropped his guitar and ran straight into his father's arms. The crowd erupted again, but this time, it wasn't applause. It was catharsis. A judge, wiping tears, stood and said softly, "You didn't just earn the golden buzzer. You gave us the golden truth, that love, no matter how lost, can find its way home." As they held each other, the stage lights dimmed, leaving only their silhouettes, framed in gold. Backstage was silent. The noise of the crowd still echoed faintly, but for Eli the world felt still. The producer walked up, holding an envelope worn with age. "Your mom sent this months ago," he said softly. "She wanted you to have it when the time was right." Eli's fingers shook as he opened it. Inside was a letter written in faded blue ink. "My sweet Eli, if you ever sing on a stage, know I'll be there, even if you can't see me. Your father loves you, even if his path took him away. Forgive him, my love. He's a good man who lost his way trying to make a better life for us. And when you sing, let it be from love, not pain." Tears blurred his vision. "She knew," he whispered. "She knew he'd come." The father's voice trembled. She always believed our song would bring us home. He reached into his coat and pulled out something small, a golden guitar pick. Your mom gave me this the day you were born. She said when he plays with this, he'll remember where he came from. Eli smiled through tears. Then let's play for her. They walked back on stage hand in hand, and this time, when the music started, it wasn't a cry for the past, it was a song of healing. Weeks later, that moment became legend. The reunion that broke the internet. Millions watched, millions cried, but for Eli and his father, the fame didn't matter. They performed together in the finale. Same song, same guitar, new meaning. When Eli sang the first verse, his dad joined softly, their voices blending like a promise. The crowd rose to their feet, singing along. It wasn't about perfection, it was about forgiveness. Midway through, Eli paused and looked out at the sea of faces. My mom once said, he began, voice steady, kindness isn't just helping someone, it's giving them a second chance. He turned to his father, smiling through tears. This is mine, the audience erupted. Judges stood, clapping through their tears. Golden lights rained again, not from a button this time, but from the heavens of human hearts. As the final chord faded, the father pulled Eli close. You saved me, he whispered. Eli smiled. No, Dad. You found me. The stage dimmed. Their shadows merged under a single spotlight. Two souls reborn through one song. The screen faded to black. Sometimes the golden buzzer isn't for talent. It's for love that never gave up.